Hello, today is April 9th, 2025. This is SIG Node CI working group meeting. Welcome, everybody. We will start. Let me share my screen first and then can get going. Okay. So yeah, we started some time ago. We started this practice of having tests and bugs hosts. So people were signing up to host one part of the session. We ended it because we have less and less volunteers, but I think we need to try to revitalize this. And as part of revitalization and new members joining, I started updating some documents we have. So first document is contributing guide. I added a CI testing section on like how to participate in this meeting, what to expect. Yeah, we will be hosting parts of this meetings by different people. I also updated charter. We had a very old charter document, and I updated recently. So it was created originally in like when COVID started, and then I recently updated it to reflect the reality, what is currently happening. If you have any feedback or anything, just send a PR. It would be great to have it updated. And then finally, in this document I created 3 tabs. Like I moved all the old meeting notes to this archive section, so it will be easier to and more digestible in this part. I also created getting started. Like in the past, end of this document contained a lot of interesting links and um, things to start with. Um, it's quite dated, but some of this information is still relevant. So I moved it to separate tabs, so it will be easier to discover. But again, this is old tab, so I put this under construction note here on top. If anybody interested to refactor this page, any contributions welcome. Like we need to get it up to date and make sure that new contributors can have a clear guidance how to start with this document, how to start with this group, and how to contribute better. Yeah, that's an update, and spread the word. We want to revitalize this group. We want more people to participate and more progress being made as part of this effort. Any questions, any comments, suggestions? Okay. If no questions and suggestions, again, I will add this section to sign up as a host for either test section or bug section. If you want to sign up and just host it, hosting meaning like you'll be projecting the screen and making notes on bugs. That will be highly appreciated and very recognized. Okay, so I think okay. I looked at chat comments. Yeah, Ajay, thank you. Okay, let's get started with our triage. Like I think the only other item on the agenda is triage. It's okay, let me close this too. So we have 10 items to triage here, and then we'll take a look. We'll take a look at this section first, and then we'll go to test matrix. Test grid. Okay. The cleanup CI hardcode SSH skips. Okay. I think Ben self-assigned this to himself. So we prioritize it. So I'll move to in progress then, since it's assigned to Ben. Right now, there is a lot of cleanup happening across all the test labels. And this is one of those cleanups. Okay. So failing tests. Is it still failing? Oh, wait. Where's the test matrix? Test grid. I believe we submitted the PR to fix it.
Do you know? Sorry, a baby's crying in the background. Do you know if IBM is expecting SIG Node to fix these?
You'll be okay. Look, here's your music.
I don't know, but I remember somebody sent a PR for this.
There was another issue, I think, last time when we met, which is also PPC 64 architecture. I think you're confusing with that. This one is different.
Yeah. I don't
This
see
test
it.
also seemed to be specific to PPC.
Again, it's not specific to PPC or specific.
This test seems to be specific to PPC.
Yeah. And I cannot find this test on this test grid any longer.
I mean, regardless, it looks like this person linked an issue or a PR. If you go down,
Yeah, PR is still open. Yeah, this is a PR.
so I think it's assigned, right?
I can assign to Paco, but I don't think
Hmm.
is this PPC? Yeah, PPC 64. I wonder how this populated. Is it IBM uploading results or we running somehow?
I really don't know. I remember there was a lot of discussion about the building of the stuff, and then eventually, I guess maybe IBM is throwing money at it to keep it alive.
Hmm. I will accept it. The alternative way to fix it is just to remove this test lane. Okay. AIJ?
Sorry, I was muted. When
No.
I go to testgrid.gates.io, there is a separate IBM and Gardener and other flavors like distros, but there is also SIG Node. What should the focus of SIG Node should be? Should we also include the other node related failures on other test grids?
We try to be nice. Uh, I don't know the history of this test grid. Like this may be something that they upload as a test results. The test
Got
grid.
it.
Okay. Let me make a note and I will ask in SIG testing what's happening here. Unless somebody else wants to follow up here. Okay, I'm in the node here. Oh yeah, I forgot to move this to issues to do. Or in progress. Okay, Kubernetes eviction tests have become flaky. So I need to call to talk about it. Ajay, is your hand stale or you want to speak something? Tell something. Okay, stale.
Yeah, so I think they're looking better now, but there is one outstanding issue on this that I believe is still a fix is in progress. But yeah, he just pointing out that I guess we do see.
Yeah, priority PID ordering. Let me get compact. I mean, all of them a little flaky.
Yeah, he did point out. I mean, they were green for a while. Is it possible to go further, or is this the maximum zoom out we can do?
This is maximum. Yeah, that shows all of them. All we have.
Okay. So I guess they are still flaky.
Yeah. And it says after container 2.0x pump. Yeah, I think it will be important soon. I would like to track it for 134. Okay. Any takers? Anybody want to take a look?
I can take a look at it.
This is you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'll mark it as progress then.
Okay.
Suggest change emulation version is setting locked feature. Because seems to be like across multiple SIGs, so I don't think it belongs to us. The array scheduler avoid repeated conversion of research slice. This is kind of a cleanup, and I think it's product code cleanup. I don't think it relates to tests that much. Yeah. I'll just archive it. Okay. Cry zero test are hitting timeout due to failed test not being handled gracefully.
Yeah, I mean, I created this one. If you go to our test grid, this is the only real issue I'm seeing from the cryo side. And it's annoying that it doesn't really like these are hitting a timeout. I dug into I dug into them and I could point out that it was the CNI. One of the container network tests is completely failing and just hit, and then it crashes the container runtime and it never comes back. And it seems to only have happened since we did a bump. I did tag Sasha, Peter on that one because I'm not sure what would cause this in 1.33. There's no issue in container RD. So I think priority may be important soon. I think it's something we should definitely, I mean, I guess I don't know what the issue is. So I mean, this did happen in the 1.33 time frame, but I don't know enough to dig into this one.
Did you see the logs from tests? I remember when they time out, sometimes there is no logs even.
I see logs. I had to go through and find where was the test that started failing and then what happened after that. And I did pinpoint it to this container runtime network. Is essentially spamming a bunch of logs, and any test after that just does not no longer has a valid container runtime, or sorry, CRI-O, and
Okay.
it's just stopped. So that's at least what I saw. I did tag some of the CRI-O maintainers to at least take a look at this one.
Do you
But
think
yeah, I think
as a mitigation, should we just remove this job from cryo?
I mean, why would it? If it's a concern that this job works fine on Containerd and not CRI-O, right?
Okay.
Like this test in Containerd takes 1 minute, while in CRI-O it effectively causes its timeout completely. So I don't know. I mean, someone needs to investigate it.
Okay. I'll mark it as to do. Yeah, I will need to review all the to dos and see if they got assigned. For the resources, it will stop referring to uninitialized flag. Is it test related or just? Yeah, it's all tests. Any takers?
I can look into it, Sergey.
You can take it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Disable some features to start API server in Node serial alpha job. Server in Node serial alpha job. Start failing again.
Yeah, I did take a look at this one right before the call. We can wait for them to respond. I don't.
Okay, so it's waiting on that.
You can assign it to me if you want, also, as a reviewer.
This OS exit with return. Is it also test? Or... No, it's all over the place. Yeah, from test perspective, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Conversation. Yeah, I don't think it belongs to this group, so I'll remove it for now. The Kubernetes staging test infra just images. Images. Fine. Okay, it's a robot change. Robot change assigned to DIMS. Should be fine. Just archive it from here. Okay, we did triage of this board, and I'll quickly take a look at test grid, in case we have something unusual happening. A couple flakes. Okay. Okay, secret v2. Also seems to be just a few flakes. Flaky tests. Oh, flaky. It's also just a couple bad executions. So release blocking looks good. Kubelet. Almost all green. Fedora with swap. Yeah, seems to be a few flakes here and there. Generally fine. And Fedora serial. We have more issues. And also not all the time.
Yeah, my hunch will be, so these are swap Fedora, which is actually running cryo. This is the same serial lane as the Secret V2 one that is failing horribly right now. So I might wait to see on resolving this one until we figure out why the cryo lane was failing, because this is just a duplicate of that job with swap enabled.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Seems to be it. Containerd. Flaky, flaky, flaky. Yeah, flaky. Oops. There's nothing concerning except eviction. And eviction is just I took a look at the bug. So it's being tracked. Yeah, it's fine. And then yeah, that's what we observed on C group V2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, let's wait for this to resolve. Otherwise, it looks reasonably good. Okay. With that we done. Okay. We're done with test portion of it, and we pretty much in the middle of the time allocated for this meeting. We switch into the bug section. We only have one bug to triage today. This okay. Filed 3 days ago. Probe do not honor the protocol of the port. Okay, happened. New request for HTTP get action. Okay.
So I see both networking and node. It doesn't really, well, I guess the startup probe is kind of handled by node.
Yeah. Side port. Okay, HTTP3 using quick. I'm not sure what the suggestion here. Oh, they're saying like let's use protocol defined on named port. Yeah, it's a reasonable expectation when you look at API, but it's not reasonable when we the way it was designed originally. Yeah, I don't know how to like. I want to unmark it from being bugged to being a feature because this is a change of APIs that we have. Like right now, behavior is different. But I also want to update documentation. I think changing this will maybe breaking change. Um, I wonder if like how breaking this change will be. Yeah, I think I will go with heavy artillery and like ask Foken. I will remove it from bugs. I mean, it's a reasonable expectation when you just look at the um, API with a fresh eyes. Okay. This is done. Also we have some time left. If there are no questions or anything, I wanted to go to needs information, fish out a few bugs out of there. This is a query. Yeah, UI is amazing here. Is open, is issue, SIG Node. Oh, also label kind bug. Okay. So this query sorting everything in for the last commented, and it's all needs information. So ideally we have. Oh, by the way, before we do that, I think one more thing we need to do is label needs. There is a functionality that will get all the triaged items that weren't triaged for a long time, and would remove the triage label from them. Uh, okay, so we have a bunch of triaged bugs that needs to be re-triaged because they are too old and the triage label was removed. And we have 34 of them. I think it's too many for to handle during this meeting. So maybe we can start with re-triaging those and or maybe we can re-triage high priority ones. They used to be high priority at some point. Now they all backlog. And then we can when I will have a mouse in my head, I will move all this untriaged into triage section, and we will slowly go through them over next few meetings. Bye, Kevin. Okay. Let's triage at least some of them. Take a look if they just got stale and needs to be retriaged, or they may be. Google doesn't restart static pod when API server is down. Okay, this seems to be. And priority is backlog for this because it was frozen. So I will just reaccept triage. It's still an issue. So yeah, Gaza with like it's all in the title, right? So static pods, we expect static pods to run no matter what. Like they shouldn't be dependent on API server. Okay, enabling feature pod and canary stats from CRI breaks metric collection. Yes, that may still be the case. Yeah, we don't have Peter on the call who was driving most of this feature. I'll retriage it back because we didn't change much in this stats from CRI, and I will move it to regular triaged column. It's important long term. Steady state Kubernetes CPU usage is high due to excessive allocation Prometheus scraping of advisor. Yes, this is an issue. I think Ilana opened the PR at some point, but wasn't able to get it through the end. The issue is that to collect CPU metrics, to collect metrics, we'll do a lot of allocations from one data type to another data type, and it causes a lot of CPU consumption. Still an issue. Nobody fixed it. And also I'll move it to triaged. Kublet is creating a 0-byte file for each pod restart and is causing nodes to run out of inodes on file system. Yeah, termination log, I think this is about termination log. Is it? Yeah, termination log. Okay. Somebody is looking at this.
I think there is a pending PR on this.
Okay. Give the same priority because it's not a regression. Okay. Ephemeral storage doesn't account for deleted files with open handles. Okay. So somebody can abuse it. Yeah, I think it's still um, still valid. Okay. As I said, I will move all of those back to triage, and we will slowly progress through them. But now I want to get into this need information to see if anybody replied to us, and we just and we never came back. Okay, we have quite a few actually. be able to go through this. Missing log entries during massive job-based logs. Okay, what was the last question? Okay, we asked a question at February. Nobody replied, so Alignment profile failure does not log event. Okay. Okay, we asked a question. Nobody replied. Okay, this is a stale message 2 weeks ago. Okay, Kevin said that bug report was unclear. We need more information. Yeah, there seems to be some PR. Okay, there seems to be a fix on container D. Does anybody have context here? Okay, Mike seems to be commenting here. Yeah, we don't know whether it's issue on container D or kubelet. I'll leave this comment and I wouldn't remove stale comment, so automation will auto close this bug if we will not get to it in time. Okay, ephemeral storage exhausted by users not mounting the empty dir. Storage exhausted by empty dir. Okay, what was the last update? We provided the repro steps. Disk layout. Created a spot. Output are good. And then fill out the root file system. It's growing. Okay, so it seems that there is some unaccounted memory in ephemeral storage, and that's why some system pods been evicted instead of regular pods. That is interesting. I'll remove stale. What version is it? Okay, 131. Oh, 128. So my understanding of this issue that some ephemeral storage is not counted, so that's why we get into bad situation. Into system pods being evicted. Okay. Is anybody interested to take a look? I'm just checking. Can anybody hear me? Because once I had this issue that somebody was trying to say something. Okay. Okay, so
Can hear
I'm
you.
not talking to myself. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. NFS deletion doesn't trigger container lifecycle hooks. Container lifecycle hooks. Okay, what the question was? Okay. So somebody asked for questions. I'll just close it since it seems to be people trying to figure out how Kubernetes works. Set max pods to a small value, cost existing running pods failed. Admit when to do in place update operation. Okay, scale 110 pods, adjust pods, max pods to 100, and in place operation wouldn't respect it. Okay. I will close it. Yeah, the fact that this query shows last updated, like this is like freshest, like 3 weeks ago, meaning that we don't have many updates recently. When a pod is removed, running text stays open but frozen. And command the shell may help erase the problems. I know. Way to avoid exact probe. This leak is sending exit to the shell and exact command action close. Okay, so there is a. What information was requested? I still don't understand. Okay. Okay, so there is no repro. Post a few bugs today. Which is good. Cold restart cause running pods restart with unexpected admission error. Cold restart cause running pods. Okay. Okay. You need containers with external device like GPU. Okay. Yes, it's not an issue. It's a race condition. Okay, this is that was backported. We have the graceful period, which should address it. Okay. I don't know what to do more than that. Okay, we almost out of time and we did a good job of cleaning it up. Ideally we need to clean it up more, but yeah, let's take a bite-sized updates here. Any comments, suggestions for the meeting format? I see a few new faces here, so if you have suggestions how to run this meeting or have other thoughts, please share privately or publicly. With that, let's finish this meeting. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Okay.